come inside. They're behind the glass.
For the Mavericks, Kyrie Irving is back, and it's Spencer Dinwiddie.
Used to one another, and man, I could go for some Taco Bell right now.
From the free throw line, but yeah, if we can keep him out that far, I think we will do well.
First rebound of the game for Zubac after a miss by tonight's game, the 28th of the year at 17-10. Clippers are 16-12. You know, last year Dallas and LA played in a 4-5 matchup. With now the Mavs are 4 and the Clippers are 5 in the West. Corner three, Mavericks on the board. 3J Washington hits it, and off we go. 1 minute in, everybody in the home crowd can now be seated. There will not be a clean sheet tonight. The Mavericks have scored.
That was a great job by Spencer getting to the middle of the floor to create those opportunities. Wide open look from three to start it for PJ is awesome.
Yeah, two options there too. He had Clay on the wing and PJ in the corner. Take your pick.
I have to say that, Devin, you know, Skin's worried that one of these days an NBA team's going to get shut out.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's just like irrationally worried about that. I don't get it.
Certain things concern me.
PJ gives it up. Thompson. Offensive rebound, Lively. Out to Kyrie. Turns down an outside jumper. And it is a tower of... We are watching his numbers tonight. He'll pass, most likely this evening, he'll pass Tim Duncan on the all-time scoring list, moving up to 16th. Punched away from Lively. And it's Derek Lively against Derek Jones Jr. 5 points early in the game for Lively. He did score and block shots. You watch the game, obviously you know that he had a difficult time, which a lot of people have, with Ivica Zubac. But here, they crowd the paint, they wall it off. Harden gets in there, but throws it away, and Kyrie attacks. Transition three. Klay Thompson, no good.
The tempo, too.
Klay shooting it well over the last 4 games. He had 22 the other night. Harden off balance.
For certain.
By far the biggest loss of the year margin-wise the other night, losing by 23 to the Clippers.
Seen, you know, Zubac goes over big dudes, much less smaller guys.
Kind of something to note about in his career, who shot around 73% at the line going into the year. This year he's only 53% on free throws. Didn't finish off the and one over the score. Clippers grab the rebound and head the other way. Derek Jones Jr., nice touch.
Laid up there soft, you get a bonus.
Dinwiddie made his first start of the year with no Kai and no Luka on Thursday, and makes his second start tonight. Thought it might be Grimes, but Grimes will be playing in a role off the bench tonight. Low clock situation. Kyrie glances to the other end. 3 seconds. He's got plenty of time to do that. Kyrie restores the lead for Dallas. Mavs on their home floor this year, 8 wins, 4 losses. Harden turns down an outside jumper. Pass through traffic. Jones made both of his threes on center since last year, but missed that one. Jones is shooting 43% on the 3-ball this season. Last year when he shot 34% with the Mavs, it was a career best. Going under the defense and headed hard to the basket. It's stripped away from PJ by Harden. Here's Harden. Loves the step back. Kyrie. Off target on a rebound.
Nice.
Steal, Dinwiddie. Leaves it for Kyrie. Gonna attack this time. He's tripped, making a pass from his knees. He was fouled.
Oh, man, for sure. Mav City Breakers got some nice cats.
Kleba in the game. PJ Washington goes out. And then Zubac with the rebound after the missed 5 assist on Thursday. Had missed 5 of the 6 previous games due to being sick. Zubac got the shot up quickly but missed. And a one-and-done trip for the Clippers. Here's Klay attacking. Now Marshall on the redrive. Lively looking for somewhere to go. Who's going to make themselves available? Finally, it's Irving. And it's former Brooklyn Net teammates Kyrie Irving and James Harden. Kyrie breaks down the defense. Deflected pass, picked up Lively, outside Marshall. Najee Marshall started the year
toast, and he's always done a good job offensive rebounding, getting second opportunities, because he gets down low, he's just too big to keep off.
Zubac gives it up, and it's deflected out of bounds. Timeout for the Clippers. He has been on a great streak over the last 7 games, averaging around 16 points, which is what he had the other night. Low block, contested jumper. Chris Dunn, no good. Tapped out of bounds by Zubats.
Discount Maxi's contribution to that possession.
Coffee on the closeout. Clay puts it down. We passed the midpoint of the first quarter. Elbow catch for Lively. Mavericks lead it by 5. Lively looking for somewhere to go. This is a good place. A heave at the end of the clock, and it's no good for Cut.
Been running so much action through the high elbow with Lively.
Nice drive and finish for Norman. Daniel Gafford is at the scorer's table. As we said at the outset of the broadcast, he's mic'd up tonight 4 times during the broadcast with some Mavs on the mic. Lively upstairs for the rebound. Najee Marshall on the attack. And it's a reach by James Harden for the... Now Marshall. Marshall's already made a 3 tonight, and here he is on the attack, spinning and headed to the line for 2. 4:48 left in the first quarter. Really excited when it worked out that Najee made his first 3, because I wanted that the symmetrical turnarounds.
15 of 30 is at least 30%.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I think.
It might be 50.
All right.
4 of 30, unfortunately, is only.
Well, about your stats with Najee, but the way he's shooting the 3 right now, I mean, he's almost 50%. That's incredible because he's shooting it at a high volume too.
For the year. Yeah. Nuts.
Yeah.
Powell is 5th, averaging over 9.5 points. He had 12 on Thursday. Harden, a mini step back. Game low scoring, 15-13. And there's more defense. Block shot Zubats on the attempt by Marshall. Always got to use your peripherals. Here's Porter down the lane against Grimes. Soft touch finish. Close games lately. Just 3 of their last 16 games have been decided by less than 10 points. They had a 23-point win over the Mavs the other night. Offensive rebound situation on the tap out by Gafford. Kyrie missed the first attempt. Maybe he'll have an opportunity for another one against 2 defenders. Doesn't get it to bounce home. All up to Amir Coffey. Clippers get going front, but Harden wanted to shoot it before he caught it on the kick out or PJ's substitution into the game. There'll be a timeout at the next dead ball, so he'll come in once we return to live action after that. A launch by Cut. Again, trying to take away the left from Harden. Neutral defending, and it's off target. Looks like Grimes is ready to have a go. Still may have a go on a drive inside. And he finishes. Hello, Wenda.
Brady got the job done.
He stuck with it. Harden was doing a good job of keeping him in front.
Harden's got good hands. You know, when he does lock in and play D, I mean, he's capable. On Thursday, and when you got guys and you have that trust back there and they're directing traffic, it makes the guard's job so much easier.
Kevin Porter shoots the step tight again.
That is a very talented player. Good size at the 2.
3 ties so far in the game, no lead changes. Clippers haven't led yet, but they just tied it up for a 3rd time. Who is now in his 17th year in the NBA. He turned 36 years
at a high level too.
Yeah. You know, it's funny too. It's like he can also push. He can knock down shots.
Pass as well.
Yeah.
But when you talk about role players, high-level role players win you championships.
Absolutely.
And we saw that with Boston last year, Drew Holiday. And
Derek White.
Yeah.
Daniel Gafford for the year has made 2/3 of his free throws. He goes 1 of 2 on that trip. Harden, a 3-pointer from the right side of the floor for the Clippers. First,
you know he wasn't going to go scoreless.
No.
I know you that's your level of thinking, but he's going to make one.
Response 3 out of the court. Mavericks seesaw right back in front. Quiddy's first points of the game, averaging 8 a game this year. Again, had 19 on Thursday. Another attack by Porter to Mo Bamba. On the probe here, Marshall. Inside finds Gafford, and Gafford, you don't see dunks of his blocked very often, but that one is rejected. Harden On the drive inside, stops, double pumps. Bamba keeps it alive. Gafford
Did a great job staying at home on Harden.
Dallas in an advantageous position to create the two. Did not have much of a bench production night the other night, but they are getting some bench production primarily from Marshall. He's got 7. To score in the paint at the end of the quarter, off target Marshall, and that's it. Well,
ball.
Dinwiddie operates off a screen by Lively into the paint. It settles home. When you look at the best defensive first quarters for the Mavs this year, they gave up 15 against the Knicks. They gave up 19 in the game against Utah. They gave up 22 tonight. Offensive rebound for the Clippers. It was chased down in the corner by Mo Bamba. To tie it, Kevin Porter Jr. Now, one thing he's not doing well early this year is shooting threes. He did make a couple the other night to put him at 23% for the season. And Porter has come into tonight's game and just made 1.
He's one of those dudes, though, as Clay catches and fires. That was a tough shot. I'm saying Porter Jr. build throughout the game.
Well, I like to see some swag out of Klay Thompson. He just knocked down a 3, a difficult one in the corner with confidence. Batum gives it up. Porter just made a 3. He turned one down. Went to one of the best for the business this year, shooting threes. Powell misses. Oh, wow. Stop and pop. Dinwiddie no good, but that is going to carry him very favorably right to Quentin Grimes. And Dinwiddie, perhaps another opportunity. Going to put it down this time to Lively, hooks it home.
Go.
Yeah, man.
I like that. I mean, obviously don't love the initial shot, but guys that touch it, the better the result.
His quick 3 is up and no good.
Yeah, you're going to need to make it if you're the only dude who touched.
I'm out near the circle. Lively screens. Clay drives up and under finish. Nice. The Mavericks have the biggest lead.
Yeah.
And you have to recreate that in a new situation. And that's obviously, you know, there's challenges to that.
I think the way you said it too, chemistry, but also dependability of that knowing where someone's going to be, that increases your confidence as well. Man, it's got to be great for Clay as Batum. Oh, man, he got Clay up in the air. Not only did he have 29 in that game the other night at Golden State, but he had 2 huge threes down the stretch. It's one thing to...
Have fun out there.
Nick Bridge all year. It was Batum in the second game of the season.
Like Devin used to get a charge a game, man.
Yes, he did.
And that's why my hips hurt when I wake up in the morning. Back's
You do pay the price. As we say often, you put your body in harm's way. Lively had a nice... Batum made all of those free throws a moment ago, trimming it down to a 4-point Dallas advantage. Now it's Dinwiddie. Screening Lively. Shot clock winding down. Rescreen and a foul. And in the act of shooting. When Dinwiddie made his first free throw, that made him 45 of his last 3 trip to the line. So we've seen both teams have players go to the line for 3 free throws here in the second quarter and make the entire trio, make the total trio. Steal, Dinwiddie, deflection, out of bounds off the Mavs.
That's the type of opportunities and that stuff that's happened this year the Mavericks need to clean up.
Well, they have cleaned it up so far tonight, other than that instance. Guarded by Dunn. Zubac just scored. Dunn went down. Some murmurs from the crowd about how he went down. And a missed corner 3 by Mark.
Is there anything the NBA fan digs more than a guy falling down on defense?
Getting dunked on.
Yeah.
Getting posterized. Yeah, you get crossed. Oh, nice hand. Kyrie Irving. And then grabbed by Kevin Porter Jr. Clippers are 3rd in the NBA in steals this year. Nearly 10 per game. They only have 1. Dinwiddie does a big swat. Dinwiddie loops it out to Gafford.
Nice backdoor.
Yeah, nice cut. Kyrie, no.
Shots have just danced around.
Oh, yeah. Cookies.
Out of bounds, right back to the Mavs.
Classic.
A heave. Dinwiddie misses on the 3. Marshall with 7. Top Dallas scores. Harden drives. Kicks it to Dunn. Swings it to Powell. One bounce dribble for rhythm. Rebound falls to Marshall. Dinwiddie measuring the defense. Gonna attack. Tries to drop it off. Late switch. Ball into Kyrie. Baseline J. Rebound and outlet by Zubac. Driving kick by Powell. Powell to the vacated area. Fumbled the catch and another unforced error by the Clippers. To their average. They turned it over 16 times. 8 so far. Gafford.
Position where he has the foul.
Yeah, that's a great.
As we talked about during that game, they do a nice job of tagging the roller and defending to take away lobs for Dallas. He caught a body in game 6 with the way he just powered through Zubac in the third quarter for a soul-stealing dunk. Done. No. Down goes Marshall. Tipped the rebound away from Zubac. Kyrie heads the other way. Looks off the defense. Catapults it over to Grimes. And it's a nice finish by Grimes.
But he's been engaged, been physical. That's a physical drive.
Mavericks have a 9-point lead. They're +4 in bench scoring. Outlet by Marshall after miss. Stolen by Jones. Powell for 3. And it's a let-off for Dallas that he misses it. And then the ball.
Tougher than he saw on Thursday.
Had a Clippers high 29. 29 for the second straight game, as a matter of fact. But he scored that on Thursday. Nicely done by Gafford.
Daniel Gafford's mic'd up.
First double-digit lead in the game for Dallas. We'll get that on the mic. Hand off to James Harden. And Harden with a difficult attempt. Free throws here for the Clippers, who have finest.
Yeah, man.
We just saw James Harden's 200th free throw attempt of the season, and they're Giannis, DeBrow, Shea, Harden, Book, travel.
Getting 2 feet, two inches of him, like it was an automatic foul. But it's still, he definitely has it down to a science.
Makes the step back there from the
Playing flawless basketball, as Quentin can't get it to drop.
But the PJ does get it to drop with the offensive rebound.
But like there was injuries, they were turning the ball over, but they kept finding ways to win all these games that much better.
Collision inside now, attacked by Harden. Kick out for Derrick Jones Jr. Way short on a 3. And then Gafford, he grabs the rebound, but they've closed it by Washington. Powell misses. All's well that ends well. Gafford screening. Lively finds Kleba. Nice backdoor cut. They're watching in Würzburg forms, and we're aware of a lot.
Okay.
Including, of course, Matt, in his 9 minutes off the bench tonight. 10-point advantage. Powell driving off a Chris Dunn screen, blocked by PJ. No goaltend there, but the ball does fall to Zubac for an offensive rebound, and then he lost it. The backboard for a goaltend. And now Washington trying to make a strong move on Powell. Powell dislodges the ball. Washington trying to catch up to Harden. And James Harden is fouled and will go. Harden averaging over 22 a game this year. He had 24 games ahead.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he ends.
These are ahead of him on that list.
Well, Dominique Wilkins, Oscar Robertson, Hakeem Olajuwon next up. Harden just passed Tim Duncan, now 16th in the history of the NBA in points scored. Basket, a lot of those 31,000+ points that he scored, and some of the key baskets, including 30K and passing players like climbing. Special stuff. Falls nicely, though, for Lively after the miss by Dinwiddie. Good decision to kick it out. Wayward 3. Tap out. Rebound by Lively, but doesn't find the hand. Norman Powell has 7 so far tonight. First time on the line. He has cracked the top 20. Maybe he's going to make his debut, Kawhi, on December 27th against the Golden State Warriors.
I'm curious the shift on offense when the claw comes back, and how different they'll have to play with him being on the court.
And here's Kyrie measuring the defense, drives, line drive, bank shot attempt, no good. Lively, tough rebound. Kyrie, corner 3, on the money! His second made basket tonight. Was 1 of 10 before that. Lost ball, Porter.
Shoot it.
Pull up, Kyrie. Oh! Lively, another offensive rebound. To Thompson! And it settles home.
Talk about our bigs need to have more of an impact on the game. Still, the last 2 possessions, 2 big threes to close the half.
Harden no good. Tip rebound, though, by Dunn. And now an attack and a finish by Norman Powell with 25 in the first half. That's what Clipper opponents average per game this year. Under the defense, and a smooth-looking pull-up and a splash finish by Klay Thompson. Porter to beat the buzzer. Mavs had a nice burst at the end of the half to build this lead up to its largest at 14 points, but they give it away here to start the third quarter. So the Clippers have a chance to score first to set a tone for the third, and a jump. Harden and Powell lead the Clippers with 15 and 11 respectively. 10 each for Thompson and Dinwiddie to lead the Mavs. And Dinwiddie trying to add to that number, but misses from the corner. Don't want to do all that work at the end of the second quarter and then the beginning of the third quarter and let the Clippers right back into it. Dallas off a turnover. A miss by Washington.
Not going down. Nothing wrong with that.
A couple of corner threes have been missed and 1 turnover to start the quarter. Here's Powell. A little deflection by Kyrie. Out of bounds with 12 to shoot.
Doug Christie used to, you could time it on the clock and he, kind of point up to the sky and wave a little bit.
The floor okay. Looked like there just may have been contact in an unfortunate area. Underneath, Dinwiddie able to find Lively, pushed up in it.
That's right, known for. Get the bounce pass to Lively there for the nice hook shot.
Well, a dose of scoring and assists out of Dinwiddie tonight in a starting role. 10 points and 5 dimes. And Harden placed. Lob pass for Derrick Jones Jr.
Is it perfectly placed, though? Can you really overthrow him? I don't think it's possible. you put it up anywhere by the rim, he's going to get it.
Here's Klay making a late decision to leave it for Kyrie. And Kai's perimeter jumper is off target. Now it's Jones. Mavericks in front by 12. We're early in the third here at American Airlines Center. When the Mavs and Clippers play later this year, they'll play 2 consecutive games against each other. It'll be on a Friday and Saturday in early April as Chris Dunn makes the 17th of November. He had 3 points on Thursday. He gambled and went for the steal there. And Lively turns.
Talk about unselfishness. Had pretty much an uncontested dunk, but making the right play. Understand you got a guy that shoots over 45% from 3 in the corner.
Now Bounds 9 points, but he just grabbed his 7th board there a moment ago. And Kyrie got it to fall.
Possibly uncork Kyrie. You get a wide
ball go in the net, and the Avalanche can start. And Klay, physical defense against James Harden, but the Mavericks don't give him free rein for a roll to the basket. Now to create late in the clock, Norman Powell, a launch and a miss.
Works for you, it works for you.
Ooh. He's already crossed Chris Dunn once tonight. Lob pass broken up, but Dallas collects it out to Dinwiddie. From distance.
Let's keep it that way.
Drive by Harden. Little double clutch, missed the shot. Offensive rebound back up for Zubats. Not nearly as impactful of the game for Zubats tonight. 6 points. Missed by Dinwiddie.
Yeah, he was trying to draw contact there and didn't get the call.
3 for 3 Harden. Zubats with another offensive rebound and score. And tonight it's advantage 1 on the glass game. Clippers now within 9. They're 5 to the good so far here in the third quarter. Mavericks looking to turn the table. The drive and too strong on the bank shot attempt by Harden, looking for a handoff. Powell inside. Zubats, 3rd straight possession where he scored.
And they've got to be really happy with getting that margin down the way the half ended. Yeah.
Runner by Najee Marshall, who just went in, leaves it short. A dry spell right now for Dallas. 7 in a row, and it's all been by Zubats. Now Norman Powell's headed to the line. You were asking about a player who's increased his scoring average in his 10th year or late.
That blew me away. So there's somebody better than that?
Johnny Green in the late 60s, who had been an all-star earlier in his not very good Cincinnati Royals team where Bob Cousy was a player coach. And that's why his scoring average jumped up by 10 or 11 points.
A player coach will always get your numbers up if you're a veteran.
Shots missed by Kyrie here.
Deep in your bag for that one. That's
yeah.
So I think the premise holds. We don't see that a lot.
Scoring average, but remember, he went from Shaq not being there to being the focal point of things and scoring 35 points a game. Went from 27 to 35 one year. Punched away by Jones there, by the way. They've already made 6 here in the third. They've chewed up a lot of the lead in the first half of the quarter. Let's see if the second half of the quarter can tell better tales for Dallas like that. 3-ball on the money from Najee.
scratch the surface.
That's a great point.
10 tonight for Marshall. He's averaging 12 a game. Defense forced Powell out to the corner. Way out to Harden. Zubac's coming up for the screen. Harden low clock 3. And they are battling Zubac. Cleveland. Zubac's all going after it. Deep pink catch, seal, foul. And Daniel Gafford to the free throw line. Half the scoring and shooting lines across the board for the Clippers. Including 4 of 6 by Gafford. Into the paint, James Harden. Kyrie chased by 2 defenders. Zubac was helping Norman Powell. Grimes, bad pass. In transition, Dunn. Doesn't want the outside shot, so he drives it. Now maybe an outside shot for Dunn, and he hits it. But he's made a couple of wide open threes here in the third quarter. Part of why the Clippers are back to within a half dozen points. Grimes finds Marshall. Marshall made a 3 a moment ago. Gonna tap. Gafford for the 3-point play. Skin and I loved UNLV basketball in the late 80s when Moses Scurry would do that.
The great Moses Scurry. Screamed every time he dunked.
Air ball, but out of bounds. 1 against Marshall. Contested 3.
Good D.
And good rebound by Wall. Length and strength to stretch out and grab it. And then Gafford, another putback. The game.
I want to hear all the dunks.
It's fun to see the dunks, and in his case, it's fun to hear the dunks.
Yes.
Outside to Powell. And a good contest by Gafford, but on the pogo stick, Powell right back up to follow in. Gafford softens up the defense with a screen. A drive by PJ. Double-digit scoring streak going. 11 straight games with just 5 for PJ tonight. Porter hits the fadeaway. Have the break drums. Checks. An overthrow of Gafford. He's been getting fed a lot here lately, but lifted it too high up out of the spoon there. Zubac looking for the back down. He got bracketed by a double team, and then another. Grimes. He drives. Oh, and contact. Referring to quality or special characteristics of a voice. It's not necessarily about volume.
Well, I thought his loud voice had a lot of character to
it. Did. It did.
A wonderful timbre.
Oh, and here's Najee Marshall with the steal. He finishes. And ferocity.
And the fans are bringing the vocality.
We're 1 team per game in attendance this year.
All right.
Give them something to get excited about. It's like that boomerang. You throw it to them, they'll throw it back.
Indeed.
No Bamba. No. Dinwiddie ready to have a go at Nick Batum. Around him. He's there, but just doesn't finish.
Oh, man. Just sitting on that rim.
Harden for 3 with 1 minute left in the third quarter.
This team continues just to kind of hang around. Can't really get a lot of separation. Yep. Been here, done that.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Steal on the pass. Going backdoor was Marshall. Harden just made a 3 from this spot on the floor, and Dallas bound to determine not to let him try one. They doubled him. Now it's Marshall. And the floater over Gafford, no good. Dinwiddie, baseline, another tightrope job. Oh, and it's too late. Marshall, 24-second shot clock violation.
Really heads up defense by the Clippers as the shot clock was winding down to flood Dinwiddie there.
Now here's Porter all the way. Blocks! That's an exclamation point on a third quarter of a